Hello, everybody. Man, how long has it been since we've been here for a challenge run? I think I've done like one in the past 6 months. It has been a while. Hey, Arthur. I am feeling good. So, what exactly is this challenge supposed to be? As we start a new game, I'll explain it, because this is a little different from what we're used to doing. Instead of being restricted to a certain weapon, we have to attempt to complete Fallout 3 while remaining at neutral karma from start to finish. Something that I predict will not actually be easy. Because literally everything you do in this game gives you karma or takes it away.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
So, we have to be very careful throughout this.
It's a boy.
You see,
Boy. We've got
karma works on a scale, sort of.
healthy
On a
baby
point
boy.
scale.
Oh,
YouTube's having a little bit of trouble at the moment. That'll get corrected in a minute. It always does that on the PS3. So just let me give it a couple minutes here.
Bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it.
But, what happens is, you have a scale that goes from negative 1,000 to positive 1,000.
Daddy. You're going to need
So
a
on
name,
that
aren't
scale,
you? Your mother and I have been talking.
everything you do gives you points or takes points away. I don't know what a good name for this kind of a character is. I don't know. I don't have a much better name than what I'm going for here. And how do I skip that one? The judge. Because judges are supposed to be impartial, right, guys?
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like
So,
that's the gene projection.
whenever you do certain actions, you gain or lose karma on that scale. You are neutral karma if your karma is anywhere from negative 249 to positive 249. So because of that, there's actually less... It's harder to be neutral karma than any other type of karma. Sure, why not? Actually, randomize. Sure, whatever. So because of that, it's very difficult to maintain neutral karma because there's only 500 points, approximately, that it can be versus... I think 751 for negative or 751 positive, and then only...
What about you?
Well, let's see. It would be... Let me think about that for a second. 249 times 2, that's 498
She's in cardiac arrest. Start compression.
plus 0.
Move.
So yeah, there's far fewer points to be neutral
Come on.
than anything
Hang on,
else.
Catherine. Hang on. Okay.
So because of that,
Failed to meet my expectations.
it's not easy. I don't think this is going to be an easy challenge.
Decorations.
Because I don't know the exact karma values of every action in the game. Hey, Simon.
You'll hurt your eyes. It's just
All I know is that stealing an item is 5 negative karma. Giving water to a beggar
There you go.
is 50 karma.
Goodness, just a year.
Donating caps to a church, I believe, is a rate of 1 cap per karma point.
So proud.
Or it might be 10 caps per karma point. I'm not entirely sure.
But I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
So yeah, I don't know the exact values of everything. I know that you can gain or lose 100 karma by killing people that are either good or bad. But it's kind of questionable as to exactly when it'll happen. Because sometimes it doesn't act the way it's supposed to, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like, you don't always gain or lose karma even when you think you should. Okay, so for this, since we're trying to be as impartial as possible, we're going to have a very impartial skill setup. With the exception of intelligence being at 10. Everything else is going to be a straight 5. We'll put intelligence at 10 so we can get more skill points. Honestly, the longer this playthrough goes, the harder it'll probably be. Because there will be more chances to screw up. Now, it's not that it's hard to gain or lose karma. It's just hard to keep it in that middle ground.
You are quite the little explorer.
So I'll be constantly checking. I'll be saving a lot during this playthrough, because I'll probably have to reload saves when things go wrong.
See that?
Because I guarantee I'm going to outstep the stuff sometimes.
Bible. Revelation.
Additionally,
6.
playing only in neutral karma limits the followers you can get, heavily.
I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of
You can get Butch,
He always
but you can only get Butch after you complete Trouble on the Home Front, which you can't do until more than halfway through the main story. So he's basically off the table for most of the game. We can get Sergeant RL3, but he's not only a random spawn, but he also costs money. So the other two options are Charon, whatever his name is, but he also costs money, and he costs a lot of money. So Dogmeat is our best option for early game, because he's free.
Can you believe it? He is growing up so...
Yes, there has been quite a bit of gaming news, I feel like.
I believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you.
Vanguard,
Congratulations.
they made the trailer look good. I don't have high expectations for the game.
Vault 101. When you turn 10, well,
Like, let me just say,
on your first official vault responsibility.
of all the things I was expecting this year's Call of Duty to
As
be,
overseer, I hereby present to you your
the one thing I wouldn't have guessed
get used to it.
is a reboot of Call of Duty World War II, which was kind of already a reboot of the old World War II games. So effectively, a reboot
You're only
of a
10
reboot.
months, so have fun.
That is the one thing I was not expecting, so they got me there. I was not prepared for that. So, what I was hearing, the initial rumors were saying that it was going to be, where does it show it? Yep, neutral Vault Dweller. We are at 0 karma at the moment. Blue Box Game Studios, I don't know who that is.
Enjoying yourself?
Hey,
But like,
Having a nice party?
that was not what I was expecting to see.
Andy, wait!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, that was the last thing I was expecting. Like, I thought it was going... The rumors I had heard was that it was going to be a bit of a sequel,
You're gonna be sorry, you little smart.
but that it might be set in a new timeline, like an alternate timeline where World War II went on for longer, so almost Wolfenstein style.
Come on, Wally.
Like Wolfenstein, but still a stalemate. As in, the Germans managed to prolong the war a few more years.
Jeez, Wally, who's the head of the gang? You or me?
Which honestly would have been kind of cool. I don't know if they would have done it as well as Wolfenstein would have. But it would have been a little different.
I told you not to act all official. I know you were joking.
And it would have been better than some of the games out there, I'm sure. So it was an interesting idea if they had done it that way. Unfortunately, that's not what they did, presumably. Now, it could still be that way. That could still be what it is.
Stanley, I know you were
Because the trailer didn't reveal that much. It just revealed that the game's going to take place on all 4 fronts. And it hints at some kind of specialist Vanguard squad, as it's called. So, Squad Vanguard. It hints at them being a thing,
That was Jonas.
maybe across all of the Allied powers,
Wally and the big cheese. That's you, Butch. The big
against the Axis, but,
Happy birthday.
I mean, the way it looks like it's just a straight-up World War II game, which was probably one of the worst choices they could have made. I mean, they could have made it alternate history. They could have made Advanced Warfare 2.
What are you doing down here?
I don't know. They could have made a Korean War or Vietnam War game. Because that's never really happened.
Are you ready?
Maybe I've heard of them, but I don't recognize the name. I haven't been seeing much gaming news this week because it's all been focused on real-world stuff. Alright, so a nice thing about this run is that if this section actually counted with killing the Rad Roach
Careful.
against challenges,
Think you can take care of that?
again, a number of the runners already decided that it doesn't actually count. Like Min's squad and one of the others decided it doesn't
Good
count.
work. Let's get a... Hey, Jonas, get a picture of
But even
me.
if it did count, it wouldn't matter, because this doesn't affect our karma. Hey, Wayerty.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts, right?
Oh, I was supposed to read the comic book. Oops.
Revelation 20.
Oh, well.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
But yeah, like, it's kind of the one thing
As far
I
as can
wasn't
tell,
expecting
you're a
to
perfectly
see.
Healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have
It was
to get
effectively
chance
just
to
a
take your
straight-up
board exam.
standard World War
Go
II
on now.
game.
You've got
Because I don't think that's going to do anything. I don't think that's going to be a good thing. And here's the other issue. Got the medicine bobblehead, that's plus 10.
Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
Well, you
I don't feel like taking the goat today, so let's just speed this thing up. Alright, so speech is going to be useful in this run. Especially when we take the Impartial Mediator perk at level 8. It's either 6 or 8 where you get it. Shut up, alarm. Oh, you're working on Fallout 3? Very nice. Gonna put explosives up to 30, purely because I want to disarm the bomb immediately upon getting to Megaton. Provided it doesn't push me over the karma limit. And we're gonna go with small guns. So, let's get moving. Get into the parts that actually start to matter a little bit. But yeah, that was not what I would have expected for World War II.
You need to know these
Wake up!
things.
Come on, wake
I'm
up!
not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Like I said, I was expecting an alternate history type
Got to wake
game.
up. Yeah.
Alright,
I'll meet you at the vault door if I
so
can.
this is going to be a little bit different. I can actually attack stuff in... Oh, I can get the book. I forgot about that. Okay, great. Unlike literally every challenge run I've ever done of this game, except for like one of them, I can actually kill stuff inside the vault. We're not gonna waste 10mm ammo down here. There's no point of that. Another remaster of those, or what was the one that came out on the PS4? Because I know that something came out on PS4 a few years ago. Number of years ago, for that matter. I don't remember what it was, though, if it was just a remake or a port or what. But that makes sense, I mean, especially San Andreas, because that's like the most beloved game in that franchise, probably. I'm a little surprised they haven't remade GTA 4, though.
You gotta help me! Please, but you can't...
Let's see you beg. And...
You know what?
You go kill him.
What's happening?
I just want to see if he can do it.
Stop it!
I don't really care if he does or doesn't. I just want to see if he'll do it. Okay, so they were just ports. That's what I kind of thought. But that makes sense. Like I said, that's a pop... Aw, oh, crap, I gained karma.
Hey!
I don't know how much that gained. I don't think that gains much, though. I don't think that was much. It obviously wasn't enough to push me over. Yeah, obviously that didn't push me over the number. And then, of course, there's another bit of gaming news. Guess what game is getting about its 20th version? It's that time of year where we say thank you, Todd Howard, for giving us about the 20th different version of Skyrim.
What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the now.
Because that makes so much more sense than releasing, you know, Elder Scrolls 6, or a new, better Fallout, or, you know, Starfield, the one that they've been rumoring for so many years.
We should just go back to our quarters.
It's our only chance.
You could have given us all of those other games, but no, you have to remake Skyrim, or re-release. It's not even like a remake or anything, it's just another re-release. And it's on the PS4. It's literally on the PS4, which already has a version. The PS4, I think, has two versions. It's got a standard and a VR version. Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure the VR version's on PS4. Like, why? I mean, I can't imagine, unless there are some, like, major changes or something, that ain't gonna sell well. That's gonna be a flop. At least on the PS4 and Xbox. Like, I know that there will eventually be a version on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but... Oh, and now it's fishing, so they did add something new? Well, at least they added something. I'm not going to stack it a second time on PS4. I like Skyrim, don't get me wrong. And yes, I own two versions of it. I own both the PS4 and Switch versions. So yes, I do own it multiple times. But I am not buying it again for PS4. That's just stupid. I'm going to wait until it comes out on PS5. Which, by the way, I was very close to getting a PS5 this week. Because they have that whole queuing system now. And I almost got one. I got to, I think there were 6 minutes left, and then it's like, oh, now, I'm sorry, we're out. So it's not impossible to get one. So I am sort of, I guess, reinvigorated on my search. So hopefully that means that within the next month or two I can finally pick one up. Because I got the money for it. It's just been, you know, actually obtaining one. It's been the problem. Take all of that, heal up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to make my first save here. Because I gotta make sure this isn't going to screw me. Because I need to drop my karma level a little bit. Because currently we're a little above positive, and disarming Megaton's nuke, I think, gets you 300. It may be less than that. It may only get you 200.
Gotcha now.
Oh, Amada's gonna get in the way. I'm not gonna do that, though. I'm not gonna kill her. You're not using yours that much? I mean, there's not a ton of games for it, so I don't feel like I'm missing out as badly as I could be.
He's here. Don't let him get away.
But I mean, it's still, like, I'd like to have it. Have I been boosting anything recently? Hello, Overseer.
Gotcha now. Guards, help me.
Let's go ahead and kill him. That should... Oh. Oh, that didn't drop my karma. Oh, well, that might change things a bit. I thought that would drop my karma. Apparently it does not. Okay. I know how I'm going to get through Tranquility Lane, but now I'm a little bit worried about disarming the nuke in Megaton. Because now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to do this properly. I guess we'll see in a minute. Have I been boosting anything recently? Not really, because I did all of the base game for Battlefield 4 legit. It was actually pretty easy to do legit, because there's only 5 trophies. And, like, one of them is win a match in each game mode, which is easy, provided you can get into the modes. The Obliteration Trophy was probably the hardest one, but I still got it legit. Now, I've still got the DLC left. Because Ghost has not been available. He's been really busy with work stuff, so we haven't been able to get started on it yet. But we're going to be able to knock out, like, 90% of the DLC in, like, a day or two. Because most of it's really easy. The worst part is that you have to spend 10 hours on, like, 3 of the DLCs. Which is easy, but you have to be in maps that are on those DLC worlds. Sorry I killed your father. I thought it would give me a negative karma. I'm out of here, Amada. Wait, you can do this without talking to her? Okay, I didn't know that. I hope I didn't just permanently screw myself. Because now I'm worried. Because that's not supposed to happen that way. And then I'm about to start on the Division 2, since I've all but given up on Division 1. At this point. I just don't think survival's possible anymore. But those are the last couple of new games to boost. Now, upcoming games to boost will be Black Ops 3 and GTA 5. Because Lizard Guy and one of our other friends have very high level accounts. We'll just say it that way. So because of that, we are going to hopefully be able to breeze through some of the stuff in that, some of that multiplayer stuff. I doubt we're going to be able to breeze through a certain 2 trophies that many of you probably know about. Alright, so since we're impartial, we're going to try to keep our skills fairly impartial and equal across the board. Faster level ups means more skill points, for the better. So yeah, we're going to try to stay fairly impartial across the board. So those are the next few games I want to work on. And about the last of the boosting, actually. There's not a whole lot of boosting after that. So repair some of that together. We can sell some stuff in the vault, or from the vault. And that's not good because we're over encumbered again. Gain the DLC notices, that's fine. What in here? Baseball isn't going to sell for anything. Plunger certainly doesn't sell. Shut up, alarm. I'm going to hold on to that scrap metal because we can actually trade that later. And go ahead and drink a Nuka-Cola to get that health up. Yeah, I haven't really been boosting or anything. Oh, well, that would have been nice about a year ago. When I was doing that challenge. And a certain other YouTuber did it, like, a month later or something. And then Nurbit did a BB gun only run of Fallout New Vegas and got 20 times the views I did. Or like 100 times the views I did. Slightly salty about that. Because I did it first. Just ready for someone to steal my toy knife idea. Which, in the end, shouldn't matter. Because I did it first. Oh, she's hostile, so I don't know if... Is this gonna work? I gotta lose some karma here. Dang it. No karma loss. It's no good. Come on now, I gotta lose a little bit of karma. Like I said, it's inconsistent as to exactly what counts as murdering someone that drops your karma level. Okay, drop that. Drop those. They're not worth much. One thing that I know works, though, is to steal. Stealing an item drops your karma by 5 points per item. So if we steal a few things from in here... that is going to drop our karma a bit. Guess that's a smart way to hide your 1 can of pork and beans. Now, when you run out of your 1 can of pork and beans, I don't know what you're supposed to eat. I guess the cans. Hold on to the scrap metal just in case I need to trade it in Megaton to up my karma a bit. You have to do a oh shit, that sucks. Why'd you have to do that? Okay, we're still at neutral. Yep, still at neutral. Still food and water. Still at neutral. Perfect. I think that's good enough for the moment. Ooh, we are quite a bit over encumbered, actually. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's... Okay, you know what? Just take that. Why not? And then with that, drink a liquor. That'll work. That's how I've gotten through Fallout 76. My character is literally always either on alcohol or buff out in order to be able to travel and not be over encumbered. Though I've done a lot better than I used to with the fact that I no longer wear an entire giant suit of power armor. I no longer carry around the excavator armor. I've got T60 or whatever, one of the better armors. It is an excavator. This excavator really is only good if you want to carry more weight. It's really the only benefit of it. Oh, the caravan's here early. He's usually not here until after you leave. Let me go ahead and trade with him.
Welcome. Well,
Alright, you can have my crappiest 10mm, a police baton, eyeglasses, a mask, a baseball cap, a clothing item, a lot of clothing item. Take some of that security armor off of me, because I don't need all of it. 2 utility jumpsuits. We'll sell the cheaper one for now. I might hold on to some of these. I don't know. We'll see. Sell some of the alcohol. Sell the turpentine and the sensor module. Sell the paint guns. Truck. Ooh, he is now out. Oh, right. He carries a schematic. Huh. I couldn't remember which one he carried. It's usually not him that meets me here. Man, I love when there's no inflation and 150 caps can buy you anything. Or 150 caps can buy you stim packs and all of that good stuff. It's not like in Fallout New Vegas where everything costs 20,000 freaking caps at any given time. So it was constantly restarting on a loop but wouldn't boot up. Huh. Hope you had a lot of your stuff backed up.
I'll be damned. Another newcomer. Name's Lucas Sim.
Alright, we can be nice to him. Not gonna hurt us.
What?
Come on, 500 caps. Aw, dang it.
Great.
Alright. So, still at neutral. So, I don't know how much this is going to improve my karma. So, oh, is that the correct one? That's, oh, why do I have 2 saves? Okay. We're going to make a save here, just in case this raises my karma too much.
and every eye shall be blind.
And done. We can't do anything about those yet. Look at me, the newcomer that immediately disarms it.
It ain't much.
Oh! That doesn't give you karma. I thought that did. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'd rather my karma be closer to evil because I feel like there's more good options. Like I said, we're going to try to up all of our skills to a pretty equal point. So those are 21, 21, that 21. Close enough for now. Which one of these is going to be the most useful? Melee and explosives. You know what? I don't know if I've taken this in a run. Do it. And it's more impartial, I guess, because it's not influencing... Well, excuse me, it's not improving any of my skills or anything. Now, I know that if I need to just drop karma immediately, I can just kill someone in Megaton and run away and wait 3 days.
Hey,
Skip through that. We'll do the radiation one first, because it's easy. This is the easiest option in the game. Well, in this quest. So we're going to get it knocked out real quick. Get the caps and the other item rewards, because we need those.
Bestow your presence on your unworthy servant.
And let me make sure that, yep, still neutral.
Stay true until
So pretty much any time I see you've gained karma or lost karma, I'm going to have to check and make sure it didn't mess me up. So let's spend about 3 minutes drinking the water of the atomic bomb. I shouldn't be tired. It's only 8:30. I mean, I'm really not tired, but I guess I'm yawning. Shut up, alarm. So I've actually got a new kind of whiskey, bourbon specifically. It's still Evan Williams, but it's 50% alcohol by volume instead of 43, so 100 proof instead of 83 proof. Now, I'm not drinking it tonight. It was only in one of my shot glasses tonight because I was using up the last of my normal bourbon that I bought like a month ago. All right. Let's head back up.
Yeah, you need something?
I wonder if we can get a lady killer option on Moira. That would be weird. Yeah, I enjoy whiskey. Whiskey and bourbon both. Bourbon a little bit more.
Welcome to Craterside. Oh.
I think I'm about to die.
Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive.
That's okay. We got a perk. That is a really weird look at her face. Alright, we can get food next. So what do you have for sale? You can have that. You can have 2 of those. Take a couple of those. I want to keep a couple extra suits of armor for later. There's more of a collection. Yeah, I mean, whiskey's like a refined, I guess, kind of drink. One that you generally have to have a certain palate for. Or more of a palate for than, say, vodka. It's like if you're back in college, you know, everyone drank vodka or vodka-based drinks. Hell, I did too. Just buy some extra ammo. Because that was my thing back in college. That's what most people tended to drink. Because vodka's cheap. And it goes down fairly easily. So pretty much everyone drank that back in the college days. Gonna make a save here in case this affects my karma badly. Yep. Wanted to collect another drink. That's smart. Because I know there's a certain collection aspect to alcohol. I wouldn't have minded... I guess he doesn't care that I broke in right behind him.
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same.
Does he not care that I'm doing this? He can see me.
Damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the
I guess he doesn't care.
station comes in fine.
Well, I'm detected right now, so I'm not going to do it while I'm detected, but...
Wait, is that... Damn it. One.
Hack it.
No. No. Work. Goddamn Mediator.
So, like, I wouldn't have minded purchasing that,
Colin Murray.
that Fallout rum, that Nuka Dark. But it was so freaking expensive.
I own a saloon, kid. Not sure. $3.
It was like 80 bucks or something. Oh, so he doesn't talk to you about it. Okay, guess he doesn't care. Yeah, it was like 80 bucks, and apparently it wasn't even good quality from the people who did drink it. I mean, it's also Bethesda, so I guess I'm not that surprised. But it's still kind of messed up that they charged like 60 to 80 bucks for it. Because like I said, if it had been a reasonable price, I would have bought it. But I'm not about to go below $80 on a bottle of rum. It's especially insulting to me because I don't like rum. Rum is like one of my least favorite liquors. Probably my least favorite. Drop those in there. Why not? Maybe we sell them later. Alright, let's put on that better armor. So that does 9 and 2. That does 12. That's far better in every way. It tasted like a $20 bottle. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it wasn't very good quality. Alright, let's sleep, get a well-rested bonus going. Yeah, I heard it was nowhere near worth the ridiculous price tag. Have a couple bottles worth $1,000 or more? Dang. I'm not that into alcohol. Not enough to spend that kind of money on a drink or a bottle, even if I'm just keeping it to collect. I mean, it's no different from collecting any other item out there, as there are collectors for just about everything. Alcohol, physical video games, and video game hardware. And there's collectors for about everything out there. You got guys like Steve1989 on YouTube that collects MREs and other rations. Just like ancient things. Let's see if I can find the hollowed out rock. Yep, trophies, that's one of them. pretty much. It's so nice, though. I can actually kill stuff in this playthrough. Like, this is so different from these other runs, and that I'm actually able to sort of go out and do what I want again. For a second I was worried that that was a Yao Kwai or something, because I kind of moved. I love how it's saying that I have 0 concurrent viewers, yet I know that there are people in my chat, so... YouTube being YouTube, and stupid. I have never been able to pinpoint the exact location of this stupid rock. I've picked it up in a few runs, but I can never remember it in future ones. If I miss it, I miss it, but I'd like to have it because I can actually use what's inside of it this time around. It's got a sniper rifle inside. Oh, there it is. Yeah, because it's actually got a sniper rifle inside, so it's useful. And some stim packs. Oh yeah, Fallout 3 starts to crash once you hit, I think it's 6.6 megabytes on the save file. I think that's where it crashes at. Take the mole rat meat. Alright, let's go do Moira's quest. So, what else was I talking about? Oh, yeah, another piece of gaming news. Shut up, alarm. On my end, in particular...
To Megaton.
That was me chugging some water. On my end, I just purchased on eBay a PlayStation VR. I got the whole setup, including the camera. It doesn't have the controllers, but it has everything else for $200. Getting shipped in from Japan. And before anyone asks, I did do some research. The stuff isn't region locked, so it'll work on mine. So I'm excited for that. It gets here in September, mid-September. It's got to ship across the Atlantic. Yeah, I'm going to own a VR. Now, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why? Just why? Why? What did I do to deserve this? All I do is praise this game and show video... Okay, well, he died in 3 hits, but... Normally, he doesn't do that. He normally takes more. Hunter? Oh, this is a rare encounter. Yeah, that's not a common encounter. I've seen it happen before, but that's not a common one. Where you come across a random hunter trying to kill something. Okay, cool, we got a rare encounter today. I like that. What's with all these damn Chinese pistols? Like, where was this in that other run a year ago, or 2 years ago, whenever I did that? Would have been nice back then, so I wouldn't have struggled like crazy to get one. So now, I'm not going to stream content from it. Because, for one, it doesn't work that well with my computer, because I don't have a very good computer. Finished Enemy Front and working on Borderlands 1. Never played Enemy Front. Borderlands 1 is a fantastic game. And an easy platinum, but a more obnoxious 100%. So since we can actually kill stuff this time around... That's a kill. But yeah, I cannot wait to have a VR of my own. Because the one I had prior that I got a platinum or two on was Lizard Guys. He let me keep it while he was in basic training and everything. And then he took it back once he moved out to California for military stuff because he's in the military, so... He took it back then. And I got some good enjoyment out of it for sure while I did have it. But I think it's high time I buy my own because they do work with the PS5. Now the PSVR 2 is probably better when it comes out. But the original VR, the fact that I can have one now, I'm fine with that. Me and Blair are going to have fun playing that, I'm sure. Because I've got some good... Oh, I didn't mean to take that knife. Because I've got a few good games owned already that are VR. Like, you know, Resident Evil 7 has a VR. Bravo Team, which is that one VR Platinum I actually got. What else is there? Got those. I own Five Nights at Freddy's, the Help Wanted game. I've got a Planet of the Apes game, of all things, like Crisis on the Planet of the Apes. Concrete Genie, I'll be able to actually go for that platinum in 100%, because for some stupid reason that 100% requires you to have a VR, which is ridiculous. Well, you know what? Hold on to the combat knife because it doesn't weigh anything. Let's go back to the 10mm and also... I'm going to take a stim pack here just so I can get... Oh, never mind. Get the blur off the screen is what I was going to say. That a bottle cap mine? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I can't pick that? Dang it. And then there's games that we own like Diner Duo, VR Diner Duo. And a lot of these games are going to be played on an alt account. Just because I want to play them to have fun and enjoy the VR experience. Blood and Truth, I think, is one, or something with a similar name. Resident Evil 7 has VR. I kind of really want to play that and see if it's like terrifying. Then there is... What else is there? I know that there's others. Oh, Minecraft, I think, has a VR version. No! There's Skyrim has a VR version. You've got... Fallout doesn't have a console VR version. It's got a PC version, I think, that's VR. Resident Evil 4 is getting a VR version, though I don't think it's going to be on consoles, unfortunately. Which is just, honestly, kind of insulting. Because that would be, like, the greatest thing ever. Alright, anyone else in here? Grab those. Take the scrap metal. We can trade that. Playroom VR. Don't know about that one. You beat New Vegas by going on a slaughterhouse on the NPCs. That's a challenge, or if not a challenge, at least a playthrough that I want to do someday. It's something I want to do because I've, for some reason in these last 10 years, never done it for myself. You know, where you literally go in and, like, kill everything that you see. I'm shocked I've never done it before, or never tried to. So at the very least, I'm doing it for myself, if not for a challenge. Mini nuke, ammo, employee ID, we want to hold on to that. Borderlands 2, yep, that's another one. I don't know if I'm going to do Borderlands 2 VR, though, because I don't feel like that'd be good for VR. Like, I don't really feel like it would be great for VR, and then I've heard that Platinum's really difficult because it doesn't have co-op. Which would make things like beating Terramorphous really, really difficult. If I did play it, I'd have to play it on alt account just to experience it. Because it's borderline impossible to Platinum. Just because of what it is as a game. Because it doesn't have really an availability to do stuff solo. I don't know what I was trying to get at with that. You can't beat Terramorphous solo very easily, so. Because you can't use the old, you know, Bumblebee shield with specific shotgun glitch that you could back when the game came out. So now that that's not there, you have to do it legitimately. And I did it in multiplayer back when I did it on the PS3. I don't remember about PS4. It might have auto-popped on PS4. I don't really remember.
Loading personality.
Alright, let's take some Nuka-Cola. And 3 Quantums for later. Just in case.
Running default office protocol. Error. Loading daily agenda. Error. Security breach detected. Please stand back.
And I'm sure there are other games that I'm forgetting that are good VR titles. I might consider doing something like Skyrim in VR just because it... Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it would be the most tolerable experience in the world. Shut up, alarm. Still at neutral. I feel like that would become challenging to play. Okay, where are the enemies at? Oh, there they are.
Attack on.
You attack them. Astrobot, yep, that's... I thought that was a PS5 game.
Alarm. Order.
That's a grenade. Well, Prim Slim just died. It's Prim Slim Jim. I mean, he's not Prim Slim, but he's maybe a Jim. They got shotguns and stuff. That's not great, but I need a shotgun, so I'm not going to complain. Did he get knocked? He died in that. Really? What kind of security are you? You're supposed to be a security bot, and you provided no security. PS4 VR version there is? Okay. That'll be one to check out. Oh, one I gotta play. It's called, like, The American Dream. And it's literally just daily activities, but everything has to be done using guns. That is right up my alley. That's definitely a buy. Oh, Drunken Bar Fight. I might actually do on my account, because apparently it's now possible. Because for a long time, it was actually impossible. Because one or two of the trophies was glitched. And it's rather easy. Nowadays, I've got a little more space. I can just move my tables and stuff out of the way.
Yes?
My Roomba... T-Law, I'm sure you're listening to me here, so I want you to hear this. My Roomba, today, I ran him, and he decided to go to sleep under my ottoman. AKA, like, footrest type of thing, but it's raised off the ground on rollers. He decided to go to sleep under that instead of going back to his charging station 3 feet away. Because he is lazy, and he has done this before. Twice. And I'm not even kidding when I say twice. He's locked himself in my bathroom and parked himself in the middle of the carpet in the bathroom, like to sleep.
So, how's the...
Intelligence. Landmine. That is good for us, because that will allow us to get a follower. I do want to have a follower just because it can make killing certain things easier.
You know,
It can make it so that if I kill certain things, it might not affect me. Or it might not affect my karma level. Alright, what can I get rid of? Some of that I can repair together. You can have the combat knife. I don't want that crap. Oh, I have so many frag grenades. Grenadas. Why not buy a bit of ammunition? You know what? I can do it. I've got plenty of money right now. I don't need that many frag grenades, like, at all. And we got junk. Get rid of that. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. There you go, Moira. We're doing okay on money. Actually, you know what? I haven't even looked at anything yet. Oh. Oh. I feel like an idiot. Why was I on very easy? Wasn't my last playthrough the very hard toy knife only run? No, wait. Oh, I'm wrong. It wasn't. It was that one-off video where I tried to make Blair guide me through the game. And it ended horribly. Okay, well, that explains a lot as to why this has been so easy so far. I'm stupid. I'm not starting over because of that, but I is stupid. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get dog meat. This is going to help us throughout the playthrough if we go ahead and get him. I'd rather have him so that we have something, because I don't know if we're going to run into Sergeant RL3. We're not going to get Butch. until much later in the game. Charon or whatever his name is costs an absurd amount of caps. He's in the middle of the DC mall, so he's not easy to get to. But we're still at neutral. Let me make a manual save here. We haven't dropped from neutral yet, though, so I like it. Also, that time is wrong. It's 9:07. Or 9:06, according to my computer. But yeah, I'm excited to have a VR. I think the one thing I'm going to need, or two things I'm going to need, I'm going to need Move controllers. VR controllers, whatever you call them. Because I don't have any of those yet. I am going to need that. And I may need a... what do you call it? Like an adapter for the power. Because it's a Japanese console, so I think I might need an adapter for that. But otherwise, I should be fine. And 12 megabytes, yeah, you're twice the number for it to start screwing up. So yeah, technically, if we wanted to speed this along, we could obviously just go straight to Rivet City, and honestly, in some playthroughs, you can just run straight to the Citadel. We're not going to do that. I want to get a full, authentic experience as the judge. Trying to play through the whole main story on Neutral Karma. Like I said, this is an idea I don't really think anyone else has had before. It's very different because it's not, you know, a weapon-specific challenge. It's really kind of liberating being able to use whatever weapons you want again in this game. As the last few runs of this game have been, you know, toy knife only, custom weapons only, Chinese pistol, stuff like that. I know Men's Squad just did a can you beat it using only the Miss Launcher, aka a very rare, unique missile launcher that's hard to get to, and, you know, not anything that special and kind of fires weird. I think that's the one where it, like, it's more like a grenade launcher and it fires and drops, I think. Stupid mole rat. Do you want to die now? Clearly you do not, but now you did. And that looked like something out of the left corner of my eye that could be dangerous. Now, I neglected to mention that if you're doing this kind of a run, there is one big advantage. Talon Company and the regulators will not appear. They will not fight you. They will not appear to fight you. Which is honestly kind of nice because it cuts down on the random encounters. He just hit me with a grenade. So that's one of the few big advantages of a Neutral Karma game, is that you won't get attacked by those certain factions.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
So it can cut down a little bit on your random encounters. But that's really just about the only real advantage you get. There's nothing really else that could truly serve as an advantage. Download and help with Battlefield 4. Wait till you get... Well, we're not going to do it this week either. This week, he's still busy. This is his last week where he's busy, so... I think starting this coming weekend, we'll be able to play Shut Up Alarm. I'm looking forward to that, because I'm enjoying Battlefield 4. Multiplayer is pretty fun, and the campaign is really stupidly fun. I'm surprised. I'm very positively surprised by it. That's a bloatfly. Ooh. Really, Raider? Wait till I was taking a drink. You do that to me? That ain't cool. Where's gentleman's honor? Or honor among thieves, or some shit like that. He cracked my head. She cracked my head in. But I also do plus 10% damage to females, which is nice. Head crippling is not fun because it screws up everything. And I feel like there's going to be a freaking Yao Guai or a Deathclaw or something right around the corner here, with my luck. Take that, why not? Spent over 30 hours playing it. 10,000 killed. I mean, it's a fun game. And like I said, even the campaign is actually fun, which is something I would not have expected. Campaign's fun. I want to figure out a challenge run for it, but I don't know what would be a good challenge run, because I already know handgun only is impossible. So I gotta figure out if there would be something else. Maybe explosive only? Because that would include things like the tank shells and stuff. I don't know, maybe that would be possible? I gotta think on that one a little bit. Because I'd like to give it a challenge run. It's a fun game. It's not particularly long either, it's only 7 missions. $300 hours, yeah, that'd make a little more sense for 10,000 kills. Oh, great, and Dogmeat isn't here. Fantastic. Oh, there he is. He didn't spawn where I thought he would. He usually spawns a little close to the entrance. You lose your master, puppy brother. I love you, puppy brother. You can come with me. Dogs are the greatest of animal. There is nothing like a cute doggo in your life. There's truly nothing else like it. They're life-changing. At least to me, they're life-changing. Because I may very well not be here right now if it wasn't for the black lab I had during the really worst years of my life. I might not be here right now. Dogs are the best of medicine, and Dogmeat follow us. He does not require karma requirement, so he will stay with us forever, or until he dies. Which I would rather avoid doing because I don't want to lose one of the few followers I can get, and the only follower I can get without paying at this point in time. I can get Butch later for free, but that's a long time away from now. Alright, so now that we're here, I might just go ahead and kill Arkansas here. Because I don't think he affects anything. Because we're not doing the Paradise Falls quest where you'd want to capture him alive. Not worried about that. Still neutral, so that's good. I think there's more mines here. Yep, of course there are. Well, I'm not dead yet, so it's okay. Where is he at? Wait, where is he hitting me? Oh, there he is. He's hiding out up there. I thought for a second he was down there with dog meat. But we're invincible in bats in this game, which is a fantastic little advantage. And we got him. See, that's a very nice, helpful little thing about this game. Is that you are invincible in VATS, and that is quite honestly how I cleared that other run, the toy knife runs. I don't think they would have been doable without that VATS invincibility. Because that made a big chunk of the difference. I didn't mean to take that. Well, I'm not addicted yet, which is good, but I probably will be the next time I drink something. Second sniper rifle. I can't pick that. How's my thing still so low, though? Like, I thought I was... I guess I haven't upgraded it enough. This is the one skill I probably do need to upgrade a little bit. Got a landmine coming up right here. Travel to the playground. Alright, let's go check out the houses. I want the stuff that's inside of them. This is one of those rare runs where I can kind of do whatever I want as long as I don't affect my karma level. Well, it's kind of different from what I'm used to. All these frag mines to sell? Which is a good thing? Hey, N7. It's going good. Enjoying a bit of Fallout 3 tonight. With a very weird kind of run idea. Going good so far. Ooh, get the pre-war book. We can trade it later. Possibly. If I ever get to that location. I love how the Radroaches think that that's a fight they can win. Well, maybe they have one against some people. I don't know. Wait, why am I still carrying a .32 caliber pistol? I just realized something. That's stupid because hunting rifle is chambered in .32 caliber in this game, which is equally as stupid. Because no hunting caliber rifle is going to be chambered in .32 caliber. .32 caliber is barely going to tickle someone at more than 50 feet away. Like, you have to be very, very close to someone to hurt them with a .32 caliber. It's not quite as bad as a .22, but it's very low powered. Shut up, alarm. Dropping a bit of that firearms knowledge. More DLC for Fallout? Yeah, I know that there's more. They've got DLC planned through at least 2022. Because they've got another update this year. In like fall or winter of this year. They've got at least one more update this fall or winter. Can't remember what it is though. So they've got one this year. And then in 2022, they've got the Expeditions mode. Or whatever it's called. Take the Mentat, see if that gives me enough to pick it. It does, okay. So yeah, in 2022, we have the whole Pit Expedition. Okay, let's get... I wanted to keep it even, but get the lockpick up to 25 so we can actually pick stuff. So those are all 25 across the board. Melee up to 25. Okay, nearly everything's 25 across the board. That's good. Take Educated. We want more skill points. That is a good thing for us. As we're trying to be as impartial and fair as we can be. Started on Wolfenstein Youngblood. Oh boy, you got it, dude. Good job, dude. Nice job, sis. Help me, sis. Good job, bro. I hope you get used to hearing those because you're going to hear them a lot over the next 40 hours. For Wolfenstein, you're going to hear that for 40 hours straight. It's an experience. I'll say that. It is an experience. It's not that bad of a game in general. Oh, the model of home that you can't pick until you get to level 100. Yep. Or skill of 100, I mean. Nothing in the bathroom. Yeah, Wolfenstein is a big old grind. I mean, the thing is, it's really not a hard game. It just takes absolutely forever. How's my character not addicted yet? I've had quite a few more drinks in this. I don't really know why I'm taking all this food because, honestly, it's not that useful because there's beds and stuff everywhere. I'm probably just dragging out the length of this playthrough at this point. Another pre-war book. Get the darts, or the dart gun if I decide to build one, which I probably won't get around to, because I don't know if that would be considered impartial enough. Get this safe open. At least now I can pick these. Didn't have much in it, but it was something. Another pre-war book. Some drugs. Drugs are good if you steal them. You can get all but one of the trophies solo. There's one trophy you have to play in co-op. Like, you have to finish, I think it's one mission in co-op or something. Alright, let's get back to Megaton and get on with this main story. We've been wasting too much time here. Let's get moving. Yeah, there's one co-op trophy. Okay, that's worn off. We're 8 pounds over. 7 pounds over. Read the skill book. Puts me 5 over. Not addicted. That's good. Hey, Invisible. We are attempting to play through Fallout 3 without ever leaving that sweet, sweet neutral karma level. Something a little bit different.
Well, hot damn. Name, take...
I don't care about you. I just want to go into the store. Guess Mora doesn't care that it's late at night, apparently. You've never had a mine before, despite the fact that you probably sell them sometimes. The injury one's relatively easy, so we'll do that one next. Oh, she's got nothing. Okay. Buy some stim packs, because we literally have no other option. Take that. Take that. I have so many mines. I sell for a good amount of money in this game. Take that, and take that. Perfect.
Good hunting.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than Wolfenstein 2, that's for sure. And most games out in existence are easier than Wolfenstein 2. Hey, Ghost. Yeah, but you got me to tell you literally every secret about the game in existence. I don't think you gotta worry too much. Outside of the freezing and crashing and glitches and stuff that you'll deal with. Oh, I jumped from too high. Slightly too high. Reload that save. And plus, Fallout 3 is fun. One of my all-time favorite games. Alright, let's jump from a little lower. Okay, I didn't manage to cripple myself, though. You know what? I don't care. Mora, you can accept my injury without a crippling. Or you can suck my dick. It's up to you. I don't know what you would prefer. But I suggest you accept what I have here.
Well, how do you... Ugh! How can you be walking around like this?
Started Plague Tale. I've heard good things about it.
No mess, no problem. Here.
I'll take the mole rat repellent. Might as well. Oh, you know, if there's one thing I can do... We can buy an item or two for our house. Yeah, I agree. New Vegas is the best. Okay, so we can buy something for our house. I kind of want the infirmary or the laboratory. The laboratory especially, because you can make drugs. Workbench is kind of nice, though. The Nuka-Cola machine's nice. You know what? Why not buy the Nuka-Cola machine if I have the caps to cover it? I may not, so if I don't, that's fine. Don't need that. Keep the pre-war books. You don't need that. Yeah, 400 caps.
Good
Why
hunting.
not? We'll do it. Make my house look just a little bit better. So let's go back to our house. We now have a Nuka-Cola machine. $13 of them, dang. So take that, and in here we will put our pre-war books. I'm just going to go ahead and read magazines, because I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Oh, you know what? Let's put the Nuka-Cola Quantums in there as well, before I forget. That's better. Take a well-needed hour of sleep. I wish I could sleep for an hour that easily. Alright, so our Megaton house is looking pretty good. So, Moira wants us to do stuff. We're not going to do that stuff right now. Instead, let's get moving on the base game. Or the base game, main story. So let's wait until morning so it's a little bit lighter outside. A little too dark right now, if you ask me. There we go. Alright, head over to the Super Duper Mart. This will take us to the metro system that we can go through. Alright, let's roll. Just in case we run into any mole rats, we're going to hotkey that to the left side of our thing and pull out the sawed-off shotgun, because I never use this, because I feel like using it for some reason. This is all main game right now. We're pretty early on in a story playthrough. As I did a bunch of the Wasteland Survival Guide. Just for the XP and the money. Alright. Now that we is in the metro station, what do we have laying around? Anything of use? Anything of value? Anything at all? Apparently not. Why did I try to do that? Okay, we would need a metro. Okay, we got a metro ticket, so if we manage to get this guy out, it can only help us. And if we don't, it's whatever. And I'm lazy. Anything in this locker? Yep. Lots of bottle caps. Mole rats! Yes! Beat them with this stick of death! Oh, I love it. Easy quest progress right there. We're not going to go back to Moira until we've killed 10, but that is some good, easy quest progress for very little effort. I know that people have beaten the entire game using only the repellent stick. It's actually not that difficult because the repellent stick, as weak as it seems, it's not that bad of a weapon. It does more damage than some of the weapons I've used in these runs. It ain't no toy knife, that's for sure. Is the room that has the ghouls in it? I think it is. Yes, it is. Can I hit them through the wall? Apparently not. Where are they going? Let's pull that assault rifle out, because I don't trust how this is going to go. They're going to come around under me, aren't they? Oh, that's a roamer. He's popping up a little early. Okay, well, given that I'm slightly scared of what's going to happen here, because I'm out of practice, let's throw 2 mines up on the wall there. Because I usually don't do all of this quest anymore. At least in these runs, I don't. I mean, you're supposed to, but I mean, you don't technically have to if you've beaten the game a million times like I have. Well, we ain't picking that safe. I think that's got a laser weapon in it, but I don't think it's that much more. Open the gate. This is not going to end well, is it? Oh, those are... I thought that was ammo. I'm on through. There we go. That worked. I didn't know that that was going to happen, to be honest. I didn't know that that was where the gas leak was. I remember that being an option. I didn't know what it did. Okay, well, you know what? We're not going to complain. That is an easy clear. Back to the main world. Let's roll. Oh, no we aren't. We're still in the sewers, subways. Sewers and subways, basically the same thing, except one involves transportation and one involves shit. Actually, they both involve shit, depending on what city you live in. If you're in like San Francisco, they both involve it. Okay, dog meat will kill anything behind us. Oh, what is that? Oh no, it disappeared. And we got a big boy up there. Let's see if we can do a bit of stealthing against him. That is a one-shot, one-kill with an unsuppressed weapon. There are going to be more enemies in here somewhere, but that was a good start. Killed a mutant in one shot. It's so relieving, though, to be able to sort of play however you want. Just as long as you're careful on the karma part. So he's the only enemy showing up in here. He's behind the pillar right now. See if I can get a... Oh, I missed. Did I miss 3? How did I miss all 3 times, though? At least one of those should have been a hit, right? Great, and the sniper rifle is in bad condition, as to be kind of expected. Blow his head off. Yep, that worked. And let's be honest here, a double-barreled shotgun is one of the best weapons for a zombie apocalypse. I think the Zombie Survival Guide confirms that, actually. That it's one of the best weapons for a zombie apocalypse. Maybe not a sawed-off version, but a double-barreled shotgun, at the very least, is one of the best weapons. I mean, shotguns in general have a lot of advantages in an apocalyptic scenario. For one, you can use them to hunt birds and stuff that might be largely unaffected by a plague. And more importantly, they can kill multiple enemies within a short range of one another. Or they can do devastating damage to a single target if you hit them properly. So shotguns certainly have some advantages in a zombie apocalypse. Or any apocalypse, really, for that matter. I only own 2 shotguns, so take that as you will. But I recognize that my AR might not be the best weapon against zombies if they're in large hordes. And have some advantages for sure, but it wouldn't be every advantage. Cyberpunk 2077 1.3 came out. Did it actually fix the game and make it playable? That's the big question, is the game playable now? Because if it is, great. I'm probably still not going to play it on PS4. If it's not, then I'm not surprised and will still wait to play it on PS5. Because I do want to play it on PS5. Oh, I thought it fired both shots at once. Does it not? Not like the one in, like, Call of Duty World at War, where you could fire it separately from 2 different barrels with different buttons on the controller, which was a really cool idea, by the way. Alright, let's save the power armor group while still neutral. Anything else to repair at the moment? Not at the moment.
Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong.
I don't belong here. I just saved your lives. I literally saved your lives. You have nothing you can say against me. So I just realized something, that theoretically on this playthrough,
What's the situation?
if I really wanted to, I'm not going to take his armor because it's too heavy. I could go play the DLC along the way if I wanted. Like, I didn't really think about that at first, but if I really wanted to, I could go play the DLC, specifically Operation Anchorage, and get the really good gear from that. If I wanted to. I'm not going to, because that feels like a waste of time to me. Especially since the karma and that doesn't really matter because it's a simulation in the first place. I can't believe I'm using a sawed-off shotgun. I haven't done this in years, and it's honestly kind of fun. It's kind of neat using these older, you know, weapons that I don't typically use. Sawed-off shotgun, the standard assault rifle I never really use either. I've used the 10mm pistol because it actually is pretty sufficient for most stuff. For a large chunk of the game. Now, is it just me, or does his hunting rifle look like it have a scope on it?
No offense.
I've seen that every now and then.
That's right now.
But that rifle very clearly had a scope on it. And yet, we can't use a scope on our rifles in this game? Did the developers maybe want to add it and not put it in later on? I don't know. But that was very clearly a scope-looking device. Obviously, we got him in New Vegas, which is fine, but it would have been nice to have him here. I'm sure there are mods with it, so it's probably fine. EA and his example how not to run a company. Yeah, that's for sure. The indie market is growing better. Yeah, it is in a lot of ways. Yeah, they released a very broken game. And I do want to play it someday because it got so hyped up, and it's made by the guys that made The Witcher, which is a really good game. Really good franchise, so I feel like I'd be punishing myself by not at least playing it at some point, even if I played it on an alt account or something, just to experience it. Metro, I have actually. I have played 2033 and whatever the second one is. Last Light, that's what it's called. So I played 2033 and Last Light. I have not played Exodus yet. I need to. It's a little on the expensive side. No, not really that. Just I don't really want to pay for it right now. Because I don't have the money to waste right now, given that I just bought a VR and I'm still trying to buy a PS5.
We need to sweep the area.
Oh, are we actually going to get to use this for once? I think this might be only the second run ever of this game where I've gotten to use this.
You think those were all the uglies?
I know it's in poor condition, whatever.
I'll go west.
Okay, okay.
Once we're inside, then we'll celebrate.
Just do it.
Now you're talking.
You're gonna die anyway, so it's okay. know what? Let's make a little save here. Just for my own safety.
Get out of there. Behemoth.
Are you sure you're sure it's okay? It's a behemoth! Or a behemoth Fossbat. That is a perfect shot right on him. That was literally a flawless mini nuke launch. That was a little more flawed. Okay, we're not going to waste any more ammo on him. So we don't need to. He's almost dead. Man, I can actually hurt him this time. That's different from my normal run. Wow, I was actually able to kill the mutant. That is not normal for this kind of a run, but I will take it. And he had mostly junk. I don't want a Chinese pistol. That is junk. Still neutral. Good. Drop that. Drop those. And that. Don't need any of that. Higher strength would be nice right about now. Just gonna have to start dropping some weapons. We don't need all of them. Why am I still carrying the BB gun? Hell, why am I still carrying the armor? Drop that here. We don't need it.
I guess it's my turn to think. Anyway, you can.
Okay, please. I could do better than most of these boys. You know that.
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking outer.
3 Dogs in a pretty safe location, though. If they can auto-lock the doors and he has Brotherhood of Steel protection, he is probably pretty safe. Now, let's be honest here. This is pretty much a giant fortress. He's going to be fine in here. It's a good thing he likes the Brotherhood of Steel, because if he didn't, he would be dead.
The look on your
Hello, 3 Dog. You do flashy introduction, intelligence, good fight, give me that location. Give me speech challenge. I fail speech challenge, that is okay. We'll do your quest as needed because it's part of main story. And main story is good for game. I must burp. Alright. So those are all 25. Sneaks up. Unarmed is up. So put that at 26. That at 26. Try to get everything to at least 26. Okay. Good. So can we boost it all to 27? Actually, we can. That is literally perfect. We are very impartial right now. What can I take that won't screw this up? I mean, really none of it would, but I guess comprehension. Why not? There is a skill book here that we can steal. And the question is, where is it and why can I not find it? Oh, there it is. I mean, seriously, why does anyone care if you steal their books? We're being honest here. That's not really the biggest priority of the rebuilding world. But sure, whatever you want, developers. No, the view count has been weird this whole stream. It's been showing 0 despite the fact that I know that there were 1 or 2 people in here. So it's being really weird and stupid. Played Counter-Strike, Battlefield 2, you mean Bad Company 2, I guess? I mean, a lot of the online environments can be pretty toxic, but honestly, not all of them are. Like, some of them are actually positive. Ironically enough, Fallout 76 has one of the friendliest communities I have ever seen in an online MMO type game. Like, it's pleasantly surprising as to how nice that community can be. Like, people are actually willing to help most of the time. Destiny's another one. Destiny has a really positive community. It's not like, you know, GTA and Red Dead and stuff like that. Like, Fallout 76 actually has a really fairly positive community. Okay, I think I'm going to need to find another way out of here. So I don't think the game's just going to let me jump to that. It is not. I can travel back to here, though. World of Warcraft is the worst you've seen? Oh, yeah, man. Destiny community, I can't believe how nice everyone was. Like, everyone was always willing to help. They were super nice, super helpful, telling you exactly what to do for everything. Maybe it's because they wanted their own rewards, but still. It makes me view the idea of a third Destiny game more positively. I'm sure it will happen. I guarantee it'll happen within a couple years from now. But it makes me a lot less hesitant about playing a Destiny game. If I know the community is that positive and that actually willing to help. Which game did you quit Invisible or delete and quit? Because I'm almost to that point with The Division. Centaur. Wrench was probably useless. You know what? There's no point of fighting him. That's just a waste of my time and my ammo. Ooh, we got a Mirelurk. It's one Mirelurk. He's not a king, so it's not really that big of a threat. I might just lead him into Dukov's place up here and see what happens. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Because Dukov needs to die for a different quest anyway. One nice person so far for Warframe. Yeah, I mean, that's how a lot of games are. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Invisible. Or one of them. Never played Warframe. I know nothing about it, so I can't give a fair opinion on the matter. I once had the Enclave come in here and just, like, murder everyone. What is Dogmeat doing, and why is he phasing in and out of existence? That's not supposed to happen. I've got to be a little bit careful here. If Dogmeat's going to do that, then we need to be a little bit more careful. Spellbreak, have not played that one. Oh, it's a Mirelurk. Dogmeat, what are you worried about? It's a freaking Mirelurk. They're not that tough to kill. Make sure I still have the right quest active. I do. Huh. So it's through here to get to it. Okay, well, before we do that, I'm going to save, and I really have to use the bathroom. So I will be back in about 2 minutes with an empty bladder and an empty bladder. I don't know where I was going with that statement. So give me a couple minutes here, guys. Much better. Desperately needed. Oh, it's showing 0 views again? Like I said, the numbers have been really weird tonight, because I know it hasn't been 0 views, because it shows 0 views while people comment on the video. Maybe YouTube's mad about me posting Sekiro Succubus content. Who knows these days? Hey, Reese. As long as the Taliban is allowed to be on Twitter, I think whatever I say is okay. Oh, did my game crash? Now that's unusual that it would crash this early. Give it a few seconds before I shut the video off and reset it. Because I have a way to fix this, but it requires resetting and everything, and it's just a whole mess. I cannot believe it crashed there. That has not happened before. Or at least in the last few runs. I've been good, Reese, until this exact moment in time where the game decided to crash. Alright. And we should be back online at this point. Let me know if you guys can hear and see anything. It didn't crash. I had to shut it off on purpose in order to make the reset work properly. Because I've run into issues with resetting the stream after on PS3. It's just weird. Why am I tired? I'm not that tired. So it should be back for you guys now. This is why I don't play a lot of PS3 games anymore, because you run into this problem. And it requires a very specific reset strategy to make it work properly. You got 4 trophies left in Cold War. Very nice. I still need to play Cold War. Oh, my controller's on the wrong setting. Let me switch that. Alright, let's keep going. That shouldn't happen again tonight, but that worries me for the next one. Because this is going to take a second stream. It might take 3 streams total. So we got to find the Museum of Technology. And I can't remember how to get the special Chinese assault rifle. So we're not going to go for it because I'm too lazy to figure it out. Alright, so it's back about 5 seconds. 6 days from tomorrow, your schedule is normal. Sounds good. Because I finished off the Battlefield 4 base game stuff. Obviously not the story stuff, but the base game stuff is done. So pretty much as soon as you're ready, I'll be able to jump back into it, as long as we can get another person. Which, that'll be awesome to have another Battlefield game done. I think I'm actually going to do the game that I told you about for my... Why does that not hurt him? Like, I thought that him shooting in here would cause problems for the gas leak that is in here. Does it not? I'm confused. I thought there was a gas leak in here. Is there not? Kind of looked like there was. Yeah, Ghost, you already know what I want to do for 550 now instead of Battlefield. I think I'll do Battlefield for $5.55. I know it's not a true milestone, but it might be kind of fun. You'll have 3? Holy cow. I've never tried to hook up 3 consoles at once to my internet. So, I don't know how that would work out. I mean, my internet's pretty good here. But it's only good when you're on the wired connection. Yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about. That $80 game that I bought for $37 or whatever. I'm kind of excited because I know it's an awful game. But sometimes horrible games can be fun. At least they can be an experience that you can relive and remember forever. Not relive, but remember forever. I gotta grab a few more platinums, though, before I start the serious work on that. I need to look at the trophy guide for it. I think the trophy guide has it as a 4 out of 10. Which is kind of a little bit surprising. But then again, a 4 out of 10 from the PS3 era is different from a 4 out of 10 on the PS4 era. Back in those days, a 4 out of 10 was fairly normal. And nowadays, a 4 out of 10 is too hard, don't play, cancel. We're gonna complain about it because it's too difficult. Sadly, that's what it is now. You know, not every game needs to be, you know, Dark Souls level of difficulty or anything. I think it's just because of the puzzle stuff, which unfortunately hurts me because I'm not good at puzzle-based gameplay usually. But I'm sure there are guides. I mean, it's a 15-hour platinum, so... I mean... Ghost, let me tell you something that's hilarious. I have gotten comments telling me... Uh-oh, that's too close to me. Okay, I'm still alive. Telling me that my guide for South Park, The Fractured Butthole, is wrong. Saying that because you have to beat it on the highest difficulty, it's a 6 out of 10 minimum. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have played South Park Fractured Butthole. But that game is not even remotely close to a 6 out of 10. I mean, that game is a 3 out of 10, and I will stick with that. I mean, maybe if you were one of the worst gamers in the world, it could be a 4 out of 10, but it is not any sort of 6 out of 10. But I get a comment that's like, oh, this is a 6 out of 10. This is so hard. If that game is a 6 out of 10 for you, then you really don't need to be playing video games. And that's correct. Well, there are difficulty options you can select, but playing as a black character literally It only affects the money that you make. It doesn't do anything else. Which is pretty pointless anyway, compared to the overall difficulty. But the fact that they're like, oh, you have to beat it on the Mastermind difficulty, which is currently the second highest difficulty available, that automatically makes it a 6 out of 10. It does not, because the game is not that hard. I beat it within a week of it releasing, got the Platinum within a week of it releasing, wrote the Trophy Guide within a week of it coming out. It's a 3 out of 10. If you're horrible at video games, maybe a 4 out of 10 at most. But that's what trophy hunting is now. I got a similar comment when I wrote a guide for Modern Warfare's DLC. That was like, this is at least a 6 or 7 out of 10 minimum. But thankfully someone in the comments defended me on that when they were like, basically telling them they were an idiot because if a 7 out of 10 is Dark Souls, then this is at most a 4 out of 10 because that's actually how it's counted. I swear it makes me realize just like the difference between the modern and the old trophy generations. They think that any platinum that isn't directly handed to them is a 5 out of 10 or more. And it's sad, too. Because it used to be we had to work for our easy platinums. Back in the day, if you wanted an easy platinum, you had to slog through 3 hours of a generally bad kids game. And you had to sit through that whole 3 hours of gameplay, or sometimes more. If you wanted that platinum. Now, obviously nowadays, a 3-hour platinum being in the top 5 fastest platinums of all time is asinine. It's an absolute joke. Yeah, man, back in the day, those easy platinums were 3 hours. The fastest platinums were 3 hours. That was things like Megamind was 3 hours. Toy Story Mania was 3 hours. There we go. Repellent stick trophy challenge is done. Back in my day, we didn't have dildos. We had to use cucumbers. I really hope I'm not the only person that knows what that is a reference to. If so, I will feel old and stupid. But seriously, back in that day, if you wanted an easy platinum, you were going to spend 3 hours at least on it. And nowadays, there's no top 100 fastest, easiest platinum that takes 3 hours. Most of them take an hour or less. Still neutral, as I thought. Dog meat putting in the work. That's a hit. But yeah, I mean, back in those days, trophy hunting actually meant something. You actually had to put an effort to get a platinum trophy. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure you could get to 50 platinum trophies in a day without any effort. At least if you include stacking, you certainly can. Because Brian did that, actually. Because he did, I think he did 100 platinums in one day, didn't he? 100 platinums in 24 hours? Oh yeah, there was a time where The Walking Dead was theoretically the easiest platinum. In terms of actual skill, it required 0. But I mean, it still took 8 hours to get through, or 6 hours, or whatever it took. I don't really remember. I think it took 8 hours, but I could be wrong. It's been so many years. He is eating my booty hole a little bit too much here. Yeah, that is a really good idea. I remember us talking about that. Because I told you a couple of my ideas, you gave me a couple of ideas. If we could make games, man, we'd be, like, rich. Or at least comfortable. Probably not rich, but comfortable. Yeah, just a game controller tester. Hit every button on the controller as a separate trophy. I probably shouldn't be telling this out loud because that's an idea we could use in the future. I don't want anyone taking it. And again, I have no game development abilities. So, yeah. But yeah, like a game where literally every trophy is tied to pushing a button on your controller. L2, R2, L3, R3, L1, R1, square, X, circle, triangle. Each individual direction on the control stick. On each control stick. It's 8 more. Each directional pad button. And could be a useful technique, because sometimes controllers stop working out of nowhere. So big brain moves there. It might prove to be useful to some people. To be able to test their controller at home without, you know, trying to sell it to a GameStop. It actually tests it to some degree. Very minor, because I've gotten a bad controller from a GameStop before. And I've gotten bad games from a GameStop before. Which involved me then later selling back bad games to them. I have no idea if we're even going in the right direction. Oh, okay. Yeah, this seems to be correct. The map is pointing us right here, so... into the Georgetown Metro. And then you remember my ideas. I have plenty of ideas for awful, cheap, quick, and easy games. I mean, given that Breakthrough Arcade Gaming can release a new game every single week of the same quality most weeks, that quality being very low, we could do it if we could make games. Be a nice little bit of passive income, I guess. One ghoul. Oh no, I don't care. I might want to buy some ammo, though, if I can get it. That was where my audio cut out there for a second. Chinese Spec Ops Training Manual, thank you very much. For a second I thought it was a Reaver, but it's only a roamer. Ooh, I think dog needs hurt. No, he's okay. Casual versus hardcore, it sort of depends on the game. I would generally consider myself to be more on the casual side for most games, but not all of them. I have been very obsessive and hardcore with some games. Alright, we've made it to DC. Can't waste all my ammo. So we can go with the baseball bat. I'm crippled. Okay, dog meat's still alive. It sounds so pathetic. I mean, he's literally surrounded, like... That is not cool, developers. You can't be doing that to little old dog meat. He doesn't like that. I play more often for fun, but yes, sometimes certainly for punishment and such. Speaking of punishment, we're still at neutral karma, so honestly, we're doing okay. We haven't failed the challenge yet. We haven't even died yet, so... I can't really complain that much. Thankfully, nothing's ever touched me in the butt with a Morningstar flare. That would be... or flail, I mean, whatever it's called. Alright, so let's go ahead and head to the museum. But before we go back to Three Dog, we have to go to Rivet City. Gonna head out, work at 6 a.m. Damn, that's no fun. Oh, you got 8 hours right now, or 7 hours, I guess. So that's not terrible. I run on 6 hours of sleep most nights, so I would hope you'll be fine. But yeah, a week from now, we can get to working on Battlefield and hopefully get that thing knocked out. I think we can do it. We should be able to get it within a weekend. I don't think he was holding up a throwing spear. I guess it's his rifle or his board. There we go. Brotherhood is still shooting from behind and, like, trying to help but failing horribly. Oh no, the Wastelander died. I'm so concerned. Alright, let's keep on moving to that Museum of Technology. And we can knock out this quest in the next 10 minutes, hopefully. Kind of want some popcorn. You guys want some popcorn? Because I kind of want some popcorn. Popcorn is good and delicious. And not that bad for you. Okay, the right flyer. Here is the one and only mention of the state of North Carolina within the Fallout franchise. At least that I know of. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Ripping my home state, boys. State where the Wright brothers took off. I knew that was going to be a miss. Alright, dog meat, you go do all the work. I'm going to steal all the food. Nuka-Cola. Fire hose. That is a room thing. I'm going to save for because it has to do with a side quest. Or a miscellaneous quest to be a little bit more specific. Oh, it was this down here, I think. And you had to pick a random series of codes. And it wasn't 30. You know what? I kind of want to do this just to see if I can pull it off. I'm really not that tired. I just yawn a lot. I don't feel that tired. So it's not 30. Is it 49? It is not 49. So that only gives us 2 more options to pick between. I mean, work is tiring for sure, but it's sort of whatever. Hopefully I won't be there much longer. And transfer to something better. It was 19. Perfect. Now, the loot is not actually here. It's in another place entirely. From what I remember, the rifle's in some random rest stop in the middle of nowhere on the map. But we also got to figure out which terminals we got to go on to. A useless sledgehammer. A useful Nikola Tesla and you. Epic offered Sony $200 million to get PlayStation games to PC. If they did, I wouldn't be overly surprised. They gotta compete with Xbox getting Bethesda. So they'll do whatever they need to for that competition purposes. There's another computer. I don't think it's this one, but it is not. That is going to be the exhibit of a stealth boy, which we can take. And now let's head upstairs. A cop pulled people and gave them gift cards. That's pretty awesome, honestly. You get pulled by the cops down here, you might get shot. Even though most of the cops down here are good people and nice and everything. Like 99% of them are, but there's the risk with the large population we have. Alright, so we got the Vault Tech vaultiness. I thought it was a drug, it's just a food. Alright, we're through there. Go through there. God mode on Windows 10 and 11. I mean, that'd be fun. That would have some advantages just to mess around with weapons and stuff. Okay, that area is cleared. There's a vertibird model. Alright, so we got 2 more computers we gotta find. One of them's in here. I don't remember which one it is, though. It's not this one. That's not it. I don't think it's on this upper level, either. Oh, you mean a God mode that gives you all the Microsoft dev tools and debug and stuff? It's not what I would expect from a God mode. Usually that just means, like, invincibility and stuff. I'm reading it, I only read the first half, though. Because I guess I assumed a discussion about God mode would mean the God mode that I'm used to reading about, but clearly it doesn't. So it is not any of these computers, so it is on one of the lower levels. Can't get through that. Why does that person sound like Falks? That sounded identical to Falks. Nope. Nope. Unless it's hidden in a menu on one of these computers, which is also possible. I love how I said I wasn't going to focus on the side quest, but now I kind of want to because I got the first one. Oh, it might be this one. Yes, it is. Okay, let me make a save here. So I wouldn't mind the extra weapon. The Alt-Tab function. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what that does. Is it 99? It is not 99. Nice thing is, though, we've stayed neutral karma this whole video, which I'm happy about. Is it 105? It is not 105. Couple more. Let's keep going. $111. That is not it either. So I guess it is the 113. And got it. So there's one more. It's going to be in a future room, so let's go ahead and save. I should explore around open windows that you have and organize your stuff. It can help you escape a program when it suddenly stops. Okay. So definitely sounds like a useful feature. There we go, that's a headshot. Get that combat shoddy out. And he's a brute, so he's a little tougher. He's gonna eat my arms. That's not good. I like my arms. Sir, without my arms, I could not play video games or do other things that I'm not gonna mention on video because YouTube. Come on, dog meat. There we go. Let's look around, see if we can find that third terminal. Well, we can't hack any of these because we don't have an average skill. Eat all of that. Take that. Take that. That is the planetarium. Use the laser pistol then. We haven't really used it at all. It's got cheap, abundant ammo, so... Dog meat deals the killing blow. Not either of those. What about this one? So where do we need to go? So that one goes back to the atrium. He's dead. Is it one of these? There it is. Let's give a quick ol' save here. Now that we're saved. 24. Wrong. And 38. Nope. Come on now, which one is it? $53. Yes. So that is going to give us a map marker for another area of the world. I believe it's that Jury Street Metro Station is where we want to go now. Unless there was something else I needed first, which is also possible. And we're back to the atrium. And still neutral karma. So now we're going to run back to Galaxy News Radio and tell Three Dog the good news. I don't want to... Well, actually, no. I got to put the thing on the monument first. Because if I go to Rivet City first, it might give me some good karma, and I can't really do that right at the moment. Because usually your karma being a little more negative is a good thing because that's easier to control. because you're more likely to gain positive karma for doing stuff in the game. Not everything, but it's more likely. Ooh, let's not go down in the trench. So we're pretty much playing the story exactly the way you would on your first playthrough with no guide.
This is foolish. Reveal yourself. False alarm.
I guess the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't care that I'm here and doing this. I mean, they really shouldn't, because I saved all their lives at Galaxy News Radio. But you never know. Some people are very ungrateful for what happens in life. With the karma system, it depends if they do it well or not. Like, I think that Fallout 3 does the karma system fairly well. It's not perfect, but I think overall it's a positive. You know, you gain karma when you kill certain types of enemies. You lose karma when you kill other types. You can gain karma by doing things like donating to the church, or donating water to people that need it. You lose karma just by going on mass murder sprees, which is a very easy way to lose that karma quickly. But the thing is that settlements in this game, they forget about your treason after 3 days and welcome you right back in. It's not like in New Vegas, where you actually have a punishment. Take all the ammo. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm still neutral. So if I have to go kill somebody in another city, I will do so. I am not afraid of that. If it's what I must do, it is what I must do. I think work does tire me out, though. To explain that. I did loot the behemoth, right? Okay, I did. I was worried there that I kind of forgot to do that. So I guess Sarah went back to the Citadel because she's not here anymore. Yeah, with karma systems, a lot of it comes down to, is the game really all that worth playing in general? And yes. I mean, I love Fallout 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I don't think the karma system's bad in this game. It's not perfect, but I don't think it's that bad. It's better than it is in Fallout New Vegas. But I mean, Fallout New Vegas obviously had the far superior reputation system for factions and such. And I always say, what would the game have looked like if they had had more than 18 months to do it?
Now, before I get back... Whoa now, when your dad passed, he mentioned some... He also said... You never... Well, a whole bunch of...
Alright. Level up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games don't really let you play as the alternate faction. You have to play as whatever they consider to be good. Alright, let's try to get up to 30 for everything. Alright, every skill is a minimum of 30. We can't take the perk I want yet, but we will take toughness. We get it next level. Or level 8, I mean. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of like how New Vegas is. That's one of the things that makes New Vegas so good is there's no one clear best option to side with. Yeah, the game might point you in one direction or the other, but there's no one particular side or faction that's the best. Because the NCR is very efficient, very large. It's one of the more, democratic old world governments, but it's extremely overstressed, overly stretched, and, corrupt and such. The Legion is exceptionally brutal and evil in many ways, but it brings order to the wasteland. Mr. House he calls himself a benevolent dictator. So he promises major progress in science and technology that would rebuild the human race and make it thrive, but he's also your dictator, so you don't know how it might turn out in 10 years. What if he's wrong? Or you can go independent, where you make basically an anarchy. Let people do whatever the hell they want and see what happens. And that could be good or bad.
Well, look at this. But
it's the curse of Grandma Sparkle Muffin. What does Grandma Sparkle Muffin have to buy and sell? All junk. Fine, take that. Whatever. I'll wait till we get to the next city. Rivet City, for that matter. We're gonna need some better weapons, though. I love setting off that trap. That's kind of cool. Still neutral, which is good. I guess I'm just hoping that the game does what it did on my Twin Knife playthrough and spawn the Fire Lance Blaster here. Oh, no, why'd you do that? Bad game. Bad game. No. No. Okay, that was legitimately terrifying. I have never seen a Deathclaw at this location. Oh, that's a random encounter, though. Yeah, that is a rare encounter. Where you kill or someone dies that was carrying a Deathclaw Gauntlet schematic. Okay, cool. So we got a rare encounter there. We got a couple of them. Fallout game story. I would want to make something like Fallout New Vegas, but with more development time. So maybe you can flesh out the factions a little bit more. Give you the chance at redemption with factions instead of, automatic failure after a certain amount of time and other options. Maybe a less broken speech system that allows you to cheat everything. Fallout 4 and 76 levels of weapons customization. Because let's be honest here, those games did do a pretty good job with customization. Shoot him in the head, kill him till he's dead. And he vaporized. Alright, let's head on to the Citadel. I am crippled and should go to sleep. Okay, fine. You know what? Moira wants to talk to me, so let's get a Megaton. And we're back. I probably have some stuff I need to drop off in the house, actually. But I don't necessarily know what the story specifically would be. It'd have to be fairly based off of these other games. Because I would want it to be a bit of a sequel or something.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
It appears the mole rats have a most fatal allergy to an explosively soul. Alright, she has restocked. She sells a Chinese pistol, which again feels insulting to that other run. I really want the infirmary or the laboratory. Just can't really afford it right now. Don't need all these drugs, though. Sell a couple of weapons, buy some shotgun shells, some 5.56 and 10mm.
Good hunting.
That looks good. Let's go back to the house and rest up. Oh, Jackie Chan announced he likes the communist Chinese regime. Well, that's unfortunate. That is not a good thing to be supporting. Sorry, but if you support a regime that is a legitimate human rights violation in every possible way, that is an issue. Not saying the US is perfect by any means, but we're not like that. Alright, so we can go drop the observer in, I think. We can do that real quick. That would be an easy thing to knock out, so I think we can get that. Be easy XP, easy reward. Alright, let's go ahead and get that thing planted down here. Knock out a quick, easy side quest. Potentially. He belongs to the mainland of China, and it's his motherland, and he wants to destroy humanity. How unfortunate. Sorry, but China is evil. They're not a friend of the rest of the world. And they do not deserve to be treated with anything positive. So are we gonna fail the mission because dog meat killed stuff? I don't think we will. I think I remember that from Bruce Lee. That sounds actually kind of familiar. I don't even know if this is the correct direction anymore. Because I always get lost down here. But this seems correct. Okay. Free food. So the Mirelurks are capable of making complex locks. First time I've heard of that. I have no idea where I'm going. 35 most famous quotes from Albert Einstein, but you don't believe in them. I feel like there's probably a lot of lists of most famous quotes from him. I feel like no one's going to agree with all of them. What was his IQ level, by the way? Because I read something like, apparently some girl in Mexico just, like, recently registered a higher level of IQ than him and Stephen Hawking. Okay, this is the correct area. Question is, can I find the location? It's in here. Run away. Not into a door you can't escape from, sir. Not that way either. That way. We're almost out. The game freezes during that. Hey, Scion. Fiction. No, it was fiction, I believe. My name is Feng Xiong. They call him Shan Kong Sang. Okay. Alright, so we can head south from here. We're just going to go down the river here in a second. From the Citadel. We'll go back to Moira later. I don't feel like gracing her with my presence just yet. It is not something that she has earned. It is a privilege that she must earn. Okay, that appears to be the Jefferson Memorial. Ah. Would have been nice to get into. It's probably nothing, but you never know. Alright, so there is the Jefferson Memorial. But that is not our main target. We want to get over to Rivet City. I'm going to go ahead and get this place marked on the map, though. And kill any mutants that we come across. See, there's one right there that we can kill. 2. Laser pistol's pretty terrible, but it gets the job done. Reload. We can sell those hunting rifles when we get to the next city. Ooh, dog meat is not looking so good. He is actually kind of low on health. Alright, that's going to help us a little bit later. 10 things to live for the rest of your life and nothing else. So you're saying I'm only allowed to pick 10 things to survive with or live with? One of them would have to be a PS4. A Lego set would have to be included in there, like a gigantic one or two, or like 9 of my 10 items be Lego sets. So I'd have something to do in the disaster or devastation of the world or whatever it is. And we're walking right on up to Rivet City with our neutral karma. So we actually haven't failed this yet. We've remained neutral the whole game.
Welcome to Rivet City.
I suspect that things will soon get harder, though. And we are built. Okay, Arkansas is going to be a bit of a prick here.
And who? Doctor. Well, then, go on up then. She's...
We gotta wait until the morning, though, because I want to go trade stuff, because we need this marketplace. It helps. That sounded like Dogmeat attacking something, so I don't know what he could have seen. And let's see what we can buy and sell.
Yes, that's locked. This here is flacking.
I love how he's not immediately concerned by that potentially threatening statement. Sell some old hunting rifles. Carton of cigarettes, some cups. Hold the scrap metal for the moment. So he, of course, sells all sorts of different weapons, including the Chinese pistol, which would have been nice. Sometimes, I believe... Oh, he does sell a Fat Man. There it is. Obviously, we don't need that right now. The stim packs would not hurt to have. Then he sells all kinds of ammo, including mini nukes.
A pleasure doing...
Still neutral. Eat up some of that weight. Alright, so this one is going to require us to go find Dr. Lee. Oh, there go my glasses. Fantastic. And they're being held on by tape anyway, so I need to get some super glue. Oh, honestly, if I want to make these work, that's probably what I'm going to need.
Everything looks okay.
Ideal child is like... someone who's intelligent and well-mannered, but loves their family, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Look, this is a restricted area. It was...
Now we know. There is a bobblehead here that I'm going to go ahead and grab.
Your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now,
you there. To the point.
Commonwealth guy with slavery and androids. We'll deal with that later, though. That's not really an important thing to do. Alright, guys. So we are going on 3.5 hours here. We've made what I consider to be pretty good progress. We're maybe a little less than halfway through the main story, but we finished some side quests too, so that's good. So guys, next time we will try to finish off this playthrough. That'll possibly be tomorrow, or tomorrow will be something else, but I think we'll be trying to finish this one off tomorrow. It's been fun, though. I mean, it's gone well. I mean, we haven't even had to reset once from being too karma focused, so we're doing pretty well. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. And we should be back here tomorrow night for some more of this run. I am going to go on to bed in-game and in real life.